Hey teachers, this is Dylan. I want to give you a tutorial of Soundslice, which is a great resource that's available to you through our school for free. All of the students and parents that have used it so far have loved it. So I would love to help you upload your own content, repertoire, and demonstrations. I think it really helps aid online lessons and is a great practice tool for students. And it would also be a great resource to supplement in-person lessons. So I'll show you around and show you how I go about inputting music and uploading it to our course page for students to access. So after you've logged into your account on soundslice.com, you'll need to get to the Slice Manager, which can be accessed here when you create your first slice, or after that up here at the top right when you click Manage. So this will bring you to the page where you can enter your information for the song that you're going to input. And after you've inputted your song information, you'll need to either upload an existing notation file or you can notate directly in Soundslice. So if you're not sure how to upload an existing notation file like a music XML file, you can always reach out to me and I'll show you how to do that. I find that that's helpful for songs that are very complicated and have many pages and pieces of music that would just be hard to input each and every note individually. But for simple pieces that maybe just have one or two parts, for more beginning students, I find that it is easy and it's a great place to be able to just notate directly in the site without having to have another notation program. So I'm going to input a guitar track right now, but you can input any instrument that you want to. And if you need piano, there's a grand staff, and any other transposing instruments will be there too. There's different options that you'll have for instruments. I'm going to click No Tab, Key of C, and then what sound you want it to play back as. Now when you get here, you'll see that you have lots of different options on the left side for notating. So this includes different note heads, different note values, accent marks, bars, repeats, and expression marks. So let me kind of walk you through these a little bit. And if you ever are looking for something, you can always search it. So if I'm searching how to find a pickup bar, you can type that in and it'll show you where to find that. Also, if you're having trouble finding something else, just hover over the icon and it'll tell you what that function will do. So at the top, you'll see that this quarter note icon, if I click on it, this is Note Basics. So this is where you'll find all of your note values and also a way to get to the next note. So if I'm going to enter a quarter note, let's say, I can click on that. And then if I click here, it'll take me to the next beat in the measure. Another shortcut for this would be pressing the right arrow on your keyboard, and that'll also bring you to the next beat in the measure. So now if I click on the note, you'll see that there's all of these functions that are now available, which are sharps, flats, triplets, etc. So you can use those if you need to. So now if you come up here to the second to top, this is the bar section. So this is where you can add a bar after, or you can add a bar before the note that I have highlighted. Now if you want to delete that bar, just click on it and then click this and that'll delete that bar. And right here you can change the clef, time signature, key signature, tempo marking, triplet feel, and then you can add bar lines like double bar, pickup bar, etc. Now on this third tab, this will be your notation markings. So you'll find things like staccato and accents, as well as octave above, fermatas, tremolo, and trills, as well as any scoops, or if you need different note heads like a slash note head or an X note head. Now if we go over here to the next one, this is your repeat section. So repeat before and repeat after, and you can set how many times that it should repeat, as well as coda and first endings and repeat bars. Now the next one, this is for tablature, so that's specific to guitar or ukulele. So if you're inputting this for piano or another instrument, you probably won't need to use this. So now when you go here, this is dynamics, so you'll find your crescendo and decrescendos as well as all of the dynamics that you can put in. Here you'll find things like performance markings such as bow markings, up or down strums, breath marks, and then fingerings. So here, this is the text button, so you can either add text above or below, as well as any expression marks. And you can make a section name and letterhead, as well as chord, symbols, and lyrics. And the last one is just engraving. So this is beaming, so note beaming. So if you need to reset the 8th note beaming to fit the music better and to make it, look nicer as far as engraving rules go, you can do that, as well as flip the stem direction. So if you have 2 parts and you want the top part to have the stems going up and the bottom part to have the stems going down, you can do that here. So those will be all of your tools that you can use to make your notation and to write in your piece of music. And down here will be the same features that all of our students will be able to see. So anything you publish, they'll always be able to see this. They won't be able to edit, but they will be able to slow the music down and loop it and also see the piano too. Now, what I find is very helpful in writing a lot of music and inputting a lot of music in at a time, I like to have keyboard shortcuts just to make things quicker so I'm not having to click with the mouse on everything. So if you click up here and click keyboard shortcuts, you can set your own. So if you are used to Sibelius or Finale, you can use those same shortcuts that they have. If not, you can always create your own and change any of these to make it make sense for you. Up here, you'll see that you can add a track. So if you wanted to add another part or another instrument, you can do that there. So up here, you'll see that there is voice 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can switch between the different voices and input more notes that way. So one of the great features of Soundslice is the ability to add a video or audio recording and have it synced up with the notation. So if you go here, you can click add a recording, and this is a place where you can add a direct YouTube link, and that'll link that video or performance or audio to your notation. And you can also upload your own audio and video, so that would be you playing in your performance, and you could upload it that way via URL or just a file. So now let me show you what you can do after you've inputted your music notation as well as uploaded your video, whether that be a YouTube link or your own performance. So what we need to do now is match up the audio or video with the music notation. So what we'll need to do is go over here and click sync. And this will show you the audio waveform, and from here we'll be able to create sync points by tapping T on our keyboard. And this is going to sync up the notes with what I'm playing in the video. So what we need to do now that we've added our downbeat by pressing T at the beginning of the audio waveform, we need to press play and now tap T at the beginning of every measure. And this is going to sync up those notes with the audio or video so that the notes are lighting up at the right time. So now you'll see that all of the measures are lined up where they should be, and you can always come and adjust any of these. So if you tapped it a little bit too early or late, you can come in and adjust it and drag it wherever you need to so that the notes are lining up exactly where they should be. This is helpful for your performance too, so if you're slowing down or speeding up in parts, you can drag to adjust that just to make sure that all of the notes really are lining up with exactly with how you're playing it. So what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to trim off those few seconds at the beginning that are just dead time. So I'm going to trim those off so that it starts right when I start playing. and that lined up pretty well. So what I would do is I would do that throughout the whole song, and then you're gonna unclick the sync, and now you'll be able to share it. So now that it is shareable, you can either share the link, you can publish it to the channel, or we can embed. And I can get more into that if you ask me directly what we need to do to get it on the course page of the school. But other than that, you are all finished with your first slice, and you can just click save and it'll be on your slices if you click here. And you'll also always be able to get to a new slice by clicking this, and you can also upload bulk notation files as well as make a course and a new folder. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorials. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, problems, or comments. Keep learning and stay creative.